Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Coach D, and welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. Man, I'm so excited to be here, man. I'll be honest with you. It's been a long weekend. It's been a long, day. And man, I was feeling a certain kind of way coming out here. I'm not going to sit up here in front. But once I got here, I began to sit down. I'm thinking about today's show, man. I'm like, man, I'm so glad to be here, for real. Some of us, we had intentions on waking up this morning and didn't make it. Some of us had intentions on making it to dinner and didn't get to see dinner, right? So like I said, I'm super excited. And I will say this right here, this episode is brought to you by Startup Waco and Alliance Bank, right? So shout out to the sponsors of this Real Talk Tuesday, Startup Waco. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And thank you, Alliance Bank, for your willingness to support our mission. So without further ado, today, what do we talk about today? In case you don't know, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And for me, what I found out is we don't give enough attention to men's mental health. When I say we, I'm talking to you, King. I'm talking to you, young King, right? We don't give enough attention to our own mental health. And we'll say things like, man, yeah, I'm cool. I'm straight. Somebody asks you, man, how you doing? I'm good. And we be straight lying. It's like straight capping. And so for me, what I learned is a closed mouth don't get fed. Somebody said that the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but we think it's not cool to squeak, right? We think it's cool to just keep it silent when we're going through some things, especially those heavy things. And what I want to do today, I want to talk about mental health. But as I talk about mental health, I want to get your feedback. So right now, if you know a young king that should be on this particular live, man, share the link right now. And if you haven't done so, what I'm asking you to do is to make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. And of course, be sure to like and drop some comments, right? We want to get this out to the world, man, because I know that this world really does need, especially our young kings, they need what's being put down on Real Talk Tuesday. So without further ado, yesterday, I had the opportunity to drop a daily affirmation. I want to go over the daily affirmation with you just real quick. So I want you to repeat after me just real quick. All right, here we go. So because again, I'm talking about the not just the need for protecting our mental health, but I'm talking about the need to set the standard. All right, that's what we're talking about. So repeat after me. Today, I'm making bold decisions. I trust myself and the mission. I trust the one who has sent me, for I am the standard. And every decision made only raises the bar. All right. So again, the decisions that we make, listen to me, young king, the decisions that we make, I'm talking about when it's really hard. Remember how I told you, man, it's been a really rough weekend. If I can keep it all the way 100, for me, my car broke down. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? It broke down. Rough. Sleeping throughout the night, man, I'm getting up 5, 6, 7, 8 times throughout the night. No lie. Averaging about 4 to maybe 4.5 hours of sleep a night. Right? That's on average. Why? Because I got to help my wife. So when I say it's rough, I'm not even capping. It's really, really rough. But what I want to share with you is just because it's rough doesn't give you the license to cut corners. It doesn't give you the license or give you permission to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to try today. No. You're the standard. And if you're the standard, that means you got to still give 100% effort. Even if you're 100%, because maybe you feeling sick. Maybe you going through that really dark place. You're like, man, listen, bro, I just can't do it. This is all I can give right now because I'm not in the right headspace. All that you can give is what's required. Does that make sense? So we're not talking about you got to always be at the top of your game. I'm saying everything that you can give. If all you can give is 10%, then they're gonna give 12%. You follow what I'm saying? Give 12. I know it may sound a little crazy, but give 12. Because sometimes what we think we can give is what we think is our max that we can give. Truth of the matter, we can actually give more than what we think we can give. Hopefully that makes sense, Young King, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So I want you to really think about that. But today, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. What is mental health? Yup. Yep. I just want to sit here right quick. Like, what is mental health? For some of y'all, you may have definitions for a different definition of what mental health is. I'm gonna help you out real quick. All right. I'm gonna help you out. Here it is. This right here is what mental health is. All right. And I want to make sure I'm good on this. Hold on. Let me see. Make sure I'm good. Yep. All right. Good. All right. So yeah, mental health is a state of mental well-being that enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn well, and work well. So if I can just sum it up, your mental health is your well-being, emotional well-being, and mental well-being. It's those two, right? That's your mental health. Why is that important? Because where the head goes, the body follows. So many of us, we want to be the answer to the solution, or be the answer to the problems that our family may be dealing with. We want to be the solution to the problems that may be going on in this society. But you can only be as good of a solution as your mental health is. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Because sometimes we want to do good, but we're not in a good place. Sometimes we want to make a positive impression, but we're in a negative state. And so all I'm saying is that's what your mental health is. It's your well-being, right? Of your emotions and your mentality, right? Your mental well-being. But now let's talk about this for a moment, because again, I'm talking about the standard. When I say the standard, what is the standard? The standard is nothing more than the example. I told y'all, if y'all remember, man, February the 16th, 1987, my dad got into this crazy argument and it got heated. And he told me and my brother to go downstairs. When we went downstairs, I told my brother Quincy something. I could see it in his eyes. I could see that he was scared. I could see that Quincy was like, he really wasn't doing good. And I said, bro, you all right? He said, uh-huh. My man was lying, y'all. Listen, Q is lying. He's 10 years old, right? I'm 14. I said, you all right, Q? He was like, uh-huh. I said, man, I knew he was lying. I tucked him in a little bit closer, right behind me. I said, stay right here, Q. I said, I got you, bro. I said, I got you. I just want you to type that in the comments, man. Just say, I got you, right? And say it as if you're saying it to your little Quincy. And what's so significant about that is I told him I got him. And in that moment, I really felt like, no, I got Q. Like I really do. Some minutes had went by and somebody came out to the front porch. That'll teach you to mess with me, you bleepity, bleepity, bleep. I'm talking about just broadcasting everything, all of our business, just letting the whole world, the whole apartment complex know, right? And when I ran upstairs and looked, I saw my dad lying almost virtually lifeless, right? Like he was taking his last breaths. Needless to say, my dad passed away in my arms. I'm 14 years old, like I said. And when he passed away, I just want to retaliate. That's all I'm thinking. I just want to retaliate. And right before I got ready to roll my daddy off my lap, roll his lifeless body off my lap, I look on my left shoulder and I saw my little brother Quincy. And that was a game changer for me. Why is that? Because one, I instantly began to think about how this is, if I make the move I want to make, it's not going to be good for me or Quincy, but especially Quincy. Like how fair would it be for him to lose the two most important people in his life, right? Our daddy and his big brother DJ. Like that wouldn't even be cool. But I also remember the promise that I had made him just a few minutes ago down at the car when I said, I got you. I got you. But if I can be honest with you, leading up to that point where right before I saw Quincy, I wasn't in the right headspace. Y'all listen to me, man. I just told y'all I wanted to retaliate. I wanted to retaliate. I was like, no, man, life for life. You just took Superman. Like you just took my daddy, right? And was my daddy perfect? By no stretch of the imagination was he perfect. But my daddy was still Superman to me, man, because he was always there. He was constant. Even though he corrected me, he disciplined me, he still protected me, he loved me. When he was in those good moods, I can find him like joking around with me, right? That was Superman. And so in that moment, when I had lost Superman, I wasn't thinking right, y'all. But when I saw Quincy, that's when I began to sober up, if you will. I sobered up real quick. And I was like, nah, man, I got to make a move that's beneficial for me and Quincy. And so where the head goes, the body follows. I'm so glad I saw Q because he did help me to sober up and he did help me to make a move that was the right move. So for some of y'all, you want to be a good help, like you want to truly make a difference in the lives of people, but you're not in the right headspace. Your heart ain't in the right place, man. I know you may mean well, but you're like, no, I'm about to go somebody up because they just mess with my people. Not realizing that what you're about to go do, you about to destroy not just your future, but you're about to destroy the opportunity you have to be that person's lifeline. Yep. You about to destroy it, man. I don't want you doing that. Listen to me. Your mental health, where the head goes, the what? The body follows. Yep. There it is. There it is. I love it. Yeah, I see you. I see y'all. Yep, I got you, bro. I got you. Yep. And so with that being said, let's talk about the next thing. Let's talk about the next thing because I think this is just as important. How do you know when your mental health is in the right place? You're gonna have peace. Yep, you're gonna have peace. When my car had broke down, y'all, like I was feeling a certain kind of way. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it didn't take long for me to find that peace. Like it did not take long. I was like, man, this sucks, right? This thing smoking, like it sucks. The motor that went out, man, it sucks. Like I'm feeling a certain kind of way. But it didn't take me long to find that peace, man. Some of y'all saying y'all good, but there ain't no peace. And that's how you know you're really not good. When you can say, man, listen, I got walls burning down. Maybe it's literal, but I'm speaking more metaphorically. Like I got walls burning down around me. I mean, I got people acting a nut. I got people stabbing me in the back and all this kind of stuff. And you can still say you got peace and not be lying. I'm telling you, man, that's when you know you're in the right place. That's when you know your mental health is in the right place. Your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, but even your spiritual well-being. That's when you know it's in the right place. And so I want you guys to really begin to think about when I'm going through the crazy things, do I have peace? Do I have it? So question is, what is peace? Here it is. It's a state or a period in which there is no war or where a war has ended. Right now, if you turn on the news, you can look and you can see that we got Iran going to war against Israel. And it's getting crazy, y'all. It's getting crazy. Last I had counted, they said that the body count right now for Israel is about 24 people. And the body count for the number of Iranians that have been killed, I think it's like 220 is what the last number that I had saw. Man, those are lives that people can't get back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe their fathers, maybe their mothers, maybe their brothers, sisters, sons, daughters, aunties, grandfather, like whoever, right? Those are valuable people that you just can't get back. There's no peace right now. That's my point. There's no peace. Now, if you take that same picture that you may have in your mind of Israel and Iran, and you start to think about yourself, you know that you don't have peace. Well, peace can't exist. Let me put it this way. Peace won't exist if there's war, if there's conflict going on in your mind. Some of you saying, nah, man, like I ain't no standard. I can't make no difference. But there's a part of you on the inside now, nah, man, you supposed to be making a difference. There's a conflict. You're saying one thing, you believe in one thing, but there's another part like deep down on the inside saying, nah, man, you more than that. There's no peace. There's war going on. You got some people in your life that's saying negative things about you, and yet you're saying positive things, or you want to believe positive things, but you keep letting that voice dominate your mind, like those negative things they speak of you. You keep letting that dominate your mind, and so now there's a conflict. Like you want to think good about yourself. I am a difference maker, but dang, man, my teacher just called me trash, or my teacher just told me I won't be graduating. I won't be graduating no time soon. Or she don't expect me to turn out to be much in life. Man, my mama, she just kicked me out the house and said, I'm gonna be just like my daddy, a low life. Man, my homies, man, they just stabbed me in my back, man. They said that, man, I'm a traitor, or whatever the case is. Like they telling you things that are contrary to what you truly believe. But because their voice is becoming more and more dominant, you find yourself now getting to that place where you're like, dang, well, maybe I am a low life. Maybe I won't ever amount to be nothing. Man, am I a traitor? Man, I thought I was doing. You start to entertain that stuff. But what you don't realize is now there's a war that's going on, an internal war that's happening within. You don't know what to believe. And that's why I say, man, with that daily affirmation, listen, if you really want to get your mind to where it needs to be, I want you to tap into that daily affirmation, man, which goes right over here to our King's Toolbox. When I say King's Toolbox, I'm saying for real, there's certain things that you can like grab hold of that I really want you to do. And one of the biggest things that you can do every single morning, man, is catch that daily affirmation with Coach D video. So again, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, man, do it. But once you subscribe, I want you to turn on that bell notification. Why? Because then you'll be able to get those daily affirmations every morning when they drop. And when you get them, my question for you is, will you be an active participant? Like you got some people, for instance, like take this analogy real quick. You got some people that enjoy going to the lake, right? And there's been, just imagine you being on this boat and somehow or another, the boat swerves in a way because it's one of them speed boats, right? It swerves in a way where it throws you overboard. And now you in the middle of the lake, man. You're not really a strong swimmer. But somebody, what they do, they see that you're struggling right now, and they want to help you. And they throw a life saver out there for you to be able to grab hold of. And yet, because it's not within arm's reach, you kind of still just going wild, like wilding out, right? And you find yourself drinking a whole lot of water instead of trying to swim over there and grab that. What am I saying? Some of y'all, you're not being an active part of your own rescue. And so being a part of your own rescue means I'm going to take those daily affirmations. I'm not going to just listen to it one time. I'm going to listen to it over and over again. And when I listen to it, I'm going to make sure that I actually am reciting that I'm repeating after yours truly. You feel what I'm saying? I'm doing it for you, man. Like, this ain't for me. Like, I really want to help you, young king. But you gotta be able to swim out, right, and grab that thing that's going to help you, right? And so again, I want to go over that daily affirmation with you, man, because I truly believe that it's a game changer. So repeat after me again. Today, I am making bold decisions, not based on fads or popularity, but with wisdom. Even if I'm scared or anxious, I'm following through with my commitments. I trust myself, the mission, and the one that has sent me. I vow to choose what's right, even when it's hard. For I am the standard, and every decision made only raises the bar. Let that sink in for a minute, for real, for real. Yep. The other part of the King's Toolbox that I want to give you is this right here, and I really want you to pay attention to what I'm saying, man. Some of us, many of us, and me included, man, like I still find myself making these impulsive decisions. So it's like in the heat of the moment, you just did something that really irked me, and now, man, I'm ready to chew you out. I have, man. Like, I ain't gonna sit up here in front. But I felt bad in that moment because I'm like, dang, you overreacted, D. Had you just did what I'm about to tell y'all, then you wouldn't have caused that person to feel real little. You feel what I'm saying? You wouldn't have messed up that opportunity for yourself had you not overreacted. You wouldn't have to be tucking your tail and trying to crawl on back and say, man, I'm sorry. Like, will you please forgive me? Had you did this right here, which is breathe. Man, listen, I promise y'all, it ain't complicated. Sometimes we don't even take the time just to breathe. If somebody has really got to me, they got up under my skin and they making me like piss. Man, if I just breathe, do it again. One more time. I'm gonna feel like a lot of that tension began to like dissipate, man, just to go away. And I'm saying for real, like just breathe, bro. It's not that complicated, man. If you really are the standard, even the hard stuff you go through, listen, people are looking to you on how you react. People are looking to you, right? I'm telling you, man, just before we got on here, I'm pissed because I don't have a certain piece of equipment. I'm like, dang, man, I got eyes on me. I got to make sure I'm being the standard. And I'm saying the same thing for you, young king. Make sure you're being the standard, man. You will be able to help them. But if you ain't taking care of your mental and your emotional, you're not in a good place. If you find yourself, your emotional intelligence being garbage, like listen, I promise you, you're not gonna be in a good space to be the standard. You're not. So I want you to do that, man. Just breathe. Just breathe. And once you finish, make a move that's not just beneficial for you, young king, but make a move that's beneficial for your little Quincy too. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna leave y'all right there, man. Those are the two I want to give you for right now. Well, no, I give you another one because I think it's super important. Because sometimes you can try to do things on your own. Like, all right, Coach D, I heard you, man. I've been watching that daily affirmations, and it's been helping. It has, but I still have some hard days, man. I don't know how to get through it. All right, Coach D, I took you up on your advice. I started breathing, before, so I don't overreact. And that has worked, but I still find myself blowing up a lot of times, a lot more times than I need to be. I get you. And this is what you can do. Find you a person that you can go to. I normally call this person your N1. Now, I truly, that's what I believe that is your N1. Somebody's going to add value to you. But this person right here, I want you to find a mentor, right? I want you to find a mentor. My man, Kung Fu Panda, who was his mentor, y'all? Like, who was his mentor? Master Oogway? Yeah. So Master Oogway, right? Hey, listen, I know I ain't the only one to watch Kung Fu Panda. Like, don't listen, don't be judging me, man. But in Kung Fu Panda, Master Oogway, man, was one of his mentors, right? I thought it was another one. What's the little rat's name? Shifu, Master Shifu. That was the mentor, right? Master Oogway was the OG, right? Yeah, so Master Oogway was the OG. Master Oogway was the one that was like, you are the chosen one, right? That was that one. But Master Shifu, he was the one that was actually teaching and training Po, right? And so anyway, I want you to find you a Master Shifu, man. Somebody's gonna train you. Somebody's gonna coach you up. Somebody's gonna take you up under your wings. Dang, man, hey, Master Shifu, I just messed up. Okay, what happened? All right. And so when that happened, like what led to that? Like they're gonna be able to walk you through it and they're gonna be able to give you some advice that's up to you to take, but they're gonna give you some advice that's gonna be able to help you to either bounce back from that situation or make sure that if you come across a similar set of circumstance that you can get through it in a more dignified way. Y'all follow what I'm saying? So find your Master Shifu, man. That's what I'm saying. Find you one. Yep. All right. So Bet, I want to open it up real quick, man, before we get up out of here. Tell me before we go though, who is, yeah, I ask this question. Who is your little Quincy? Like who's that person that you're gonna make decisions, the right decisions for? Like who's looking to you to make the right move? Who's your little Quincy? Let me see what you got. Drop it in the comments. Yep. Amir said the peace comes from God. Yep, that's for sure. Hands down. Hands down. Okay. Yeah, my siblings. I like it. I like it. Who's your little Quincy? Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. My Marines. I love it. I love it. Yep. Little siblings. Yep. Good stuff, man. I love it. I love it, y'all. Hey, that's what's up, man. So in saying that, I'm gonna leave you with this right here. Because I keep thinking about the standard. The standard means that's a worthy example to follow. In other words, you qualify. Can I be honest with y'all? Part of that qualification isn't somebody saying, oh yeah, he's good. Part of that qualification is the hardships that you go through. Like think about a diamond just for a moment. A diamond doesn't start off by being all sparkling and shiny. A diamond goes through a rigorous process, right? First of all, it's this dirty like lump of coal. And then from there, it goes through this process where, of course, all that dirt and stuff is being knocked off of it, but it begins to feel immense amount of pressure, right? And then it goes through this intense heat. And then from that intense heat, in order for that diamond to really be verified or qualified or whatever you want to call it, it goes through some cutting. So if you don't have the heat, if you don't have the pressure, and if you don't have the cutting, then you can't be qualified. Some of the circumstances we go through, yeah, it's a lot of pressure that's on you, young king. That's because you're valuable. Man, it's a lot of heat, man, a lot of heat that you're dealing with. Why? But that's because you're valuable. There's a lot of cutting that's taking place. Man, why me? Because you're valuable. And more than you just being valuable, it's saying that you are the standard. In order for you to be the standard, though, you got to be qualified. And so what I'm saying to you is when you're dealing with the heat, you're dealing with the pressure, you're dealing with the cutting, don't quit. That's all I'm saying to you. Don't quit. Like find a way to keep moving. Look to your little Quincy, talk to your master Shifu, like keep watching those affirmation videos, getting up your mental, getting up your emotional, like make sure your mental health is where it needs to be. Whatever you do, don't quit though. I told you, man, listen to me. Winning is a choice. I'm going to slow it down, man, because I really want you to catch this. Winning is a choice. It is. You really are a winner, but it's a choice of whatever you do. Do not quit. This is Coach D. Make sure next week, same time, Real Talk Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Lock in, man. Again, subscribe, like, share this with a friend, share this with a young king. I'm out.